Hey guys, welcome back again to Ken Tamplin Vocal Academy, where the proof is in the singing. I couldn't resist this one. I wanted to do a vocal coach reacts to Elton John, but I thought, what would be fun is to do it the live version of Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me that he did with George Michael. Now, I have some history with this. I'm going to share a kind of funny family story with you. And that is that at that time, I was around 11, 12 years old. I think I was like really young. And when the song came out, and I had this girlfriend that I was just in love with. And she dedicated a song on the radio. You could actually do that back then in the 70s to me, of the Olivia Newton-John song, I Honestly Love You. And I'm like, oh my gosh, how great. And then she dumped me like 2 days later. And to be funny, I was at her house, when she told me, I'm done with you. I chugged some gasoline. I kid you not, straight up, true story. I had a really crazy past as a kid doing a lot of crazy stuff. Chugged some gasoline, and I got on my bicycle and I started to ride home, and I was just like, whoa. And I kind of passed out. The paramedics came and blah, blah, blah. The song that was playing when I did that was Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me. I remember it vividly. There was a radio it was in her garage and was playing, and then they, called the paramedics, and I lived, thankfully. I did a lot of stupid stuff as a kid, but that's not my association to the song. In fact, later in life, I did this song with another guitar compadre friend of mine. I was George Michael and he was Elton John, and so I'd do the opening line and whatever, and we'd convene in the middle. It's a hard tune to do because you're really naked and your pitch is naked and everything's naked. It's just just piano. Now, the other thing that makes this song interesting for me is that Elton's not on piano. In fact, you kind of don't even get the Elton John vibe. The guy doesn't, I don't forget his name, but whoever's playing piano, he doesn't have that same swagger that Elton does. Elton's coming out on the mic and he's joining George, and we're going to listen to it right now. So thank you for listening. Family Stories, here we go. Famous intro. Not the same swagger as Elton. That was. I can't lie. Gosh, man, George was so good. No more of your darkness on my picture. Seem to fade to black and white. Now, whenever I hear this guy sing live, I feel like I'm in a living room and he's singing straight to me. Instead of, how y'all doing out there? How's it going? No, it's, I can't light no more of your darkness. He's singing straight to me. Like I get this feeling like I'm in it with him. I don't feel like it's everybody's out there. And when I'll put this in the description, but I did of one of his tunes. I'll put it in there. And it was, I thought it was going to be really easy. Like I have the range, I got the phrasing, all this stuff, and Freedom 90, it's called. Sorry. And when I did it, I went, wow, just this song was really hard to do. Like not as sensitive stuff. Like this was really hard to do. So as he's singing, I'm going to back this up, and I really want you to listen to this. He's just in it, in his spirit, in his heart, with you in a living room together. I'm going to back this up. Check this out. Listen really closely. This is really hard to do. From a singer that can do it, this is hard to do. Ready? Here we go. I'm going to go a little farther. Hold on. I can't lie. No more of your darkness. Wow. On my picture, seem to fade to black and white. Does it seem like there's 60,000 people in the audience? I can't lie. He's so sensitive. He's like in it. Like, guys, I'm going to share a story with you. Listen to me. It's my heart. Boom. Laying it out there, right? Let's continue. Time and time stands still before me. Good stuff, man.
frozen here.
No missed notes, man.
On the ladder of my life.
He could have gone, frozen here on the ladder of my life. He's not. On the ladder of my life. He's so ginger, so sensitive on the sound. The other thing is, by the way, I forget if Bernie Taupin helped write this song. I think he did. But, you know, it doesn't hurt to have like an amazing song. And you know, back up with me, guys, 2 seconds. When you sing a song, I've said this before, not enough maybe, but you have to be in this song. You have to think of what are the lyrics are saying. You know, I can't light no more of your darkness. Boom, straight out like, I can't light no more of your darkness. Right? He's in it. He's all in, and the whole lyric, like I feel like has just internalized the lyric. And if there's one person or 100,000 people in the audience, he doesn't really care. But they get it and they sense it. And guys, you have to do this too. When you're out there and you're freaking out, you want to please everybody, forget that noise. Forget that noise. Please yourself. Just go, I can't light. What does that mean? I can't light no more of your darkness. I think it's a Bernie Taupin line. You know, a time stands still before me. Right? He's in it and he's like breathing what he's believing what he's singing. He's actually living what he's singing. If you guys can do this, you will win. I don't care what range you have. Yes, I have a singing course to build up your vocals, blah, blah, blah. If you can get this, you will conquer 50, 60, 70, 80% of the battle. But sorry, ranting, but good stuff. Here we go.
It's much too late.
Much too late. Good freedom in the voice.
Save myself from falling.
Gosh, I love that.
I took a chance and chased away all life.
Now he's pushing into the audience. Now you can hear it. His energy. Okay, cool. So now he started from like, I'm all here, the spotlight's on me, I'm down here, I don't care what you guys think, and he's bringing change the way, he's got this, hey, he's going in, he's pushing into the sound to bring them into it. It's really cool, man. Flawless pitch, man. Killer. Gosh, so good.
And left me
Wow, good stuff, man.
Don't let the sun go down me. Although I search myself, it's always someone else I see.
Killer.
I'm just about a fragment of your life to wander free.
He's never reaching for a note. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna get it. Can I get it? Is he gonna make it? No, it's like effortless, just this effortless thing, right? Let's keep going because I have some more comments. Here we go.
But losing everything is like the sun going down on me.
Before Elton takes the stage, he's going to in a second. Yes, I've previewed this before. It's not my first reaction, you know, oh my gosh. And then they did, you know, I see these reactions. It's like, I've never seen this before. Yes, you did. You watch it 10 times, you make a reaction, you're going to figure out what makes sense to make this cool so people will react to you. That he internalizes this in such a way that it's so personal. I mean, really, truly. And so when I know the original Elton version, I'm like, gosh, I don't know which version is better. Really think about that. Like I think I like this version better, his version better. And it's not just because I'm a fan of him or Elton. It's that they're both great. You know, him and Elton and Bernie Taupin wrote the song, but the way he internalizes this and how he does this is just, incredible. And I'm like, I think I like his version a little better, at least for what he sang. Elton's going to come in a minute. We'll talk about that in a second. Here we go. Elton's not even playing any piano.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Elton John. I can't find all the right line.
Right there, I'm being sold. I can't no more about it. I'm Liberace, and I'm gonna sell the world on my song, right? Honestly, guys, straight up, that there is a big difference between that. He's gonna sell. He's Elton, and we all know him to be Elton. But I'm telling you, straight up, it's just I'm being sold. Blah! I'm Elton, so worship me, right? No, I'm not gonna do it. Sorry, I'm allowed to make my comments, and I just did. So here we go. George Michael is a better singer. Killer band. Discard me. Okay, now another note, again, Vocal Coach reacts to. All of a sudden, some guy comes in and he's theatrical. I don't care if he's Elton or the President of the United States, whatever. He comes in, he competes. This happens in guitar. I'm going to show you something. If a guy comes in and he starts playing really fast guitar, two guys duking it out, there's this tendency, I have to beat that fast thing that happened. No, I got to go. I chew on my guitar. Like, all of a sudden, like, I'm being pushed now to, beat this performance. No, you don't. No, you don't. And unfortunately, right now, George Michael's is like kind of stepping into the theatrics of this. It would have been better if he just went, you're Elton and you're cool and no one can contend how awesome you are. I'm Michael and I'm going to do my thing, right? So like George Michael, excuse me. Sorry, I misspoke. Anyway, and I'm going to step into what I do great. So kind of get your brain around that. This is Vocal Coach reaction stuff to a guy that's been doing this a long time. So here we go. Theatrics. Fireworks going off. And it's awesome. I'm not saying it's not awesome. It is awesome. Killer performance, man. 2 thumbs. Straight up. So Elton walks out. He's the star because it's his song, right? And then everything becomes all about Elton rather than the song itself. Think about that. It's really important because all of a sudden it didn't go up for me. It's not like energy. We do that to, bands go, they get fast and blow up fireworks and stuff. No, I'm not getting that. I'm not getting the same emotion I got out of George Michael at the beginning. Sorry, but it's true. And I love Elton, man. He's a killer songwriter, arranger, singer, piano player, All right, in his theatrics, I believe that. Like, he took it up a different level, and then all of a sudden he was in it for the soul of it, and Elton was in it for the panache, the splash, the fireworks of it. You can really hear this stuff. Really kind of go through this stuff with me, guys. I promise. It's really cool. right, if it wasn't for the novelty of this, again, I'm just Ken Tamplin, but I'm telling you straight up, and I'm going to get a lot of hate here, and I may hopefully some love, is I would have rather heard George Michael do the whole song himself and like his whole interpretation. But there was the panache again, like use that word, did the excitement of bringing this whole thing together because it was Elton's song. They're together. There's other, political issues going on there too. But in the end, man, I think George Michael's 2 thumbs up, Elton 1 thumb up, straight up. Even though it's Elton's song, George Michael did a killer job. So anyway, thank you for joining me, Ken Tamplin Vocal Academy, with his opinions, where the proof is in the singing. In fact, I've done like I said, when I did Freedom 90, I'm telling you, it was a hard song to do, straight up. In fact, I almost quit. Like I was I'm not getting the essence of like what he was projecting. In an Elton song, I think of him more like a singer-songwriter, not so much a singer. So it's way easier to do that than a guy that you're trying to get into his soul and breathe in what he's doing and project this in another kind of way. He did that with Elton. He took his song and breathed in and then represented that in a really cool way. Okay, thank you for joining me, Ken Tamplin Vocal Academy with Proofs in the Singing. Until next time, peace out. Hey guys, if you like what you heard, please like and subscribe to my channel by clicking on the subscribe button. That will actually take you to another page where you want to click on the bell icon, and it opens up a menu, and the menu has notifications on it where there's a little box you can check where it says send me all notifications for this channel. Check the box and then click the save button and you'll get notifications from me every time I have a cool video come out. Okay, thanks guys, peace out.